Hi YouTube! Today we are at Teiva, Arc of Nature, and we're going to have a conversation with the founder, with the CEO, with the chief mixologist, the chief creative, Priscilla. I always like talking to entrepreneurs, especially those who get their hands dirty and are in the business, because you can learn so much. Not theoretical business, but actual business that is practical. So come on in. Hey, you can know about it. Hello.
Welcome.
How are you? I haven't seen you in years. Maybe like 2 years.
More than that.
Yeah, more than that. Please. We came to visit you today.
Thank you.
I mentioned that I'll be coming around. As you know, I have a podcast and we're talking to entrepreneurs. It's called Dear African Entrepreneur.
Okay.
And the whole idea is to let people know that there is a way to run an ethical business in Africa where you succeed not by taking advantage of others or doing all the shady things that we're hearing, but doing and building a business by consistent growth and just learning along the way. So, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, Priscilla.
Hello.
So, I've known you for several years, but for the YouTube community, I just want you to share a little bit about what your business is and how you started.
Okay, so I'm Priscilla Nyamador, and my business is Teiva Skincare. I started this business back in University of Ghana, 2007. So
Wow.
I had lots of acne in school, and I tried everything, like every brand skincare product you can think of. I've tried it. Nothing was working, so I started doing my own research.
Okay.
And mixing things, doing things, and it started clearing my skin. So my friends in school noticed, and they're like, "Oh, Priscilla, you can turn this into a business." And they gave me that vim. So I was like, "Nah, I'm not working for anyone. I'm gonna start my skincare business." So I started with letting people in Legon test it, and they gave me all the encouragement I needed, and that's how Teiva was born right after I graduated. So it's a natural skincare brand. We manufacture using the finest ingredients. We, a few years ago, branched also into science-based skincare. So you're not only getting natural, but you're getting natural with science infused. So it's working much better.
But it wasn't Teiva when you began. It was Lene.
Wow. Then you really know that for a long time. Yes, it wasn't Teiva when we began. It was Lene Organics. Lene is, my mom's surname is Lanyani. I couldn't think of a name, so I just took the L and the end, A-N-E, and that's how the Lene came up. But as time went on, I became a believer a year after I left Lagos. So I started I realized that you need to pray about stuff. So I was like, Lord, give me a new name. And I prayed, and Teiva came up, and Teiva means Noah's Ark, basically in Hebrew. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, okay, Noah's Ark. So what that means, when you come in here, just like Noah's Ark had all the animals and everyone, you find everything you need, from your hair, your face, your body, and that's how Teiva was born.
What did it take for you to begin? I ask because I remember when you started and you were cutting out the cardboard. I really remember.
You really remember?
Really remember.
Listen, I used to make my own soup boxes by hand. I would literally sit down, take a pair of scissors, I will fold the boxes, and imagine someone ordered like 200 soaps for their wedding. I will cut every single box up by hand. That's how I started.
But you started in 2007, so before at that time, I don't think anybody was making skincare properly.
I think the only person was Pure Nature.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
So she was, I would say, my role model, because she was the only person in Ghana who was doing it. So I was like, I would go to a shop, I would look at the things, but just to, it was like she inspired me.
But don't you think that, looking at it, did you think you would be able to make a living off it? Because you actually declared even then that you weren't going to work for anyone. You're going to work on a skincare business. How did you know that it would be able to sustain you?
Listen, I didn't know, and I can't even say that I was a believer, so I was going by faith. I just had some zeal. Takashi Vim. I don't know, maybe came from my Nigerian side. I don't know, but I had this zeal, and I knew it would work.
So beginning a brand like that, you have a few role models apart from Arc of Nature, apart from All Pure Nature.
Yeah.
Was there anyone, or did you have almost like a standard, a North Star that you were emulating and saying, "Oh, I want my packaging to be like that"?
Yeah. So back then it was Carol's daughter.
Ooh,
back then it was Carol's daughter.
Yeah.
I was always stalking their website, like trying to get ideas. But yeah, I think it was only Carol's daughter.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
How would you say the industry has grown? Because 2007 to 9, that was before social media. That was before Instagram.
It has grown. I was telling someone a few days ago that it's grown tremendously in maybe the past 8 years. That's when I would say that I've really seen things shift to a new level. But before that, it wasn't easy because there wasn't social media. So you have to, it's like literally word of mouth, or you have to go to fairs to be noticed, or you have to have a storefront. And I didn't start with a storefront, so the only thing I had then was Facebook.
Yeah.
And obviously telling people about it, trying to convince people to buy. So it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. And back then too, people didn't really want to use anything made in Ghana. Every time I tried to get people to buy, they were like, "Oh, I'd rather use the foreign brands that we all know."
Yeah.
They just didn't believe that anything good can come out of Ghana.
So you talk about the fact that you had to go to fairs and you didn't have a storefront.
Yeah.
How was that experience like? Because it is seen to be almost, you've begun a brand. Why do you need to go and be walking around and talk to people about it? How did you view all that?
I mean, I saw it as necessary because I didn't have the money to go on TV and advertise and do these things. So listen, I used to drive to banks. I would sit there and speak to the workers and everything. I would drive them myself. Now when I think, I can't believe I was so brave. I can't even do that now. But I would sit there. The time that we're working, our lunch break is at 1. I will wait till 1 p.m.
Wow.
I will convince them. I'll carry my box and they would buy. And I did all that. At the age of 24, I was going around every company, asking people, showing them the product, telling them to try it, and they'll try it, they'll call me back. And that's how, little by little, we can grow.
I believe that word of mouth is very powerful, but right now, because of social media, it seems as though word of mouth is sort of diluted. What do you think about?
I agree. So now, in the present time, maybe 80% of my sales come from social media.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before it was word of mouth, now it's social media. So yeah, you're right about that.
So everyone needs to invest in their social media because I
definitely think so. 100%.
But for a product that people are not able to just decide based on the looks, how do you convert? I'm asking this because there are brands who, I would say that because you began so long ago, there's already an organic reach. So there are people that you have that are your captive audience. But for a new brand, how would they go about even letting them be seen? Because I did a TikTok recently where I said, you pay influencer, you will do sponsored posts, but it doesn't go anywhere.
I don't believe in paying influencers. I know people say that I'm weird or anything, but
no, but that's just what
it's my faith. I believe it's God that brings customers.
100%.
You understand? And also your good work. Obviously, we're providing something good.
Yeah.
We have our testimonies. People go on our page, they see people's testimonies.
Yeah.
And they say, okay, let me give it a try, and it works for them, and they bring more people. So that's really how it's worked.
So it's still word of mouth.
It's word of mouth combined with social media. It's two. I can't put it all word of mouth.
Yeah. But I think something key that you just said is if you provide a good product, at the end of the day, when people try it,
the product will speak for itself.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because you can do all the social media marketing, sponsored ads. People buy it doesn't work. You make that initial sale, but that's really it.
Okay. So since we're here, guys, the goodies are so many. I've been buying some of these things for years, and
the fact that you know that I was hand making the boxes means that you
because I saw the boxes.
Oh
no, but you could see that you put so much effort, and I didn't. Let me share this with you. Some of the things where you were obviously learning, but you were learning in a very honest way. So when you did soap, I remember there was one time I bought some soap and it hadn't cured well, and you said, "Oh, don't worry, the next time I'd have perfected it." But the point is, it was still working. So I had it in a container, used it, and subsequently. No, I think it's
those days. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so let's talk a bit about.
God bless all my, I call them my guinea pigs, the people who used the products back then when I was 20, when I was learning and the soap scratched their skin because it wasn't working. God bless you guys for still sticking with me. a lot of people are still buying all those years back. Yeah, they're still.
And I think that for my business, one of the things I've realized is now, like you said, social media amplifies the good work and amplifies, but you have a core base, and that core base, when you grow that community, when you grow that base of people who know you, who understand your brand, who've been with you through the journey, it's not easy to lose them. No, rather it's difficult to lose them because they understand. They don't need marketing to get them in the door.
No, they don't.
Don't. So if you turn up a social media right now, they'll still come.
They'll still come.
They'll still come.
I have those people who were there from the beginning.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay. So let's see. I think you began with soaps and then with body butters.
Yes. So I began actually with the Shea Body Mousse. This is my OG moisturizer, and it's still here. Nice. Everyone still loves it. Yeah, that and the soaps. I started with the honey and oatmeal soap.
I remember that.
We're out of stock of that now, but and I think it was the charcoal soap too.
Yes.
So those are the soaps I started with.
Yeah.
And lip balm. Lip balm, yes.
But as she said earlier, you've branched into other types. So I see you have brightening, and maybe we should come to the side where you have the, what do they call them? Is this SkinCeuticals? It's like they have
those ones are over here. So we have the.
Okay. So we'll go there in a bit. But let's look at these ones then.
These are the hair products. I don't really advertise the hair products, but we have hair products. Yeah. We have our core hair people who come and get it. But we have
the baby range,
skincare. We have a body wash. We even have powder.
Oh, nice.
Baby powder.
Okay.
This is all natural. Arrowroot powder, zinc oxide, colloidal oatmeal.
Nice. So if you have kids that have eczema. Okay. And so I see that you're also into
deodorants.
Oh, all
that's
deodorants.
That's our latest thing. So we're doing aluminum-free deodorants. We have a cream one. With this, you can put it under your boobs, in between your thighs, in between the juggling balls. Okay. Anywhere that sweats.
Okay.
Use that. We have the roll-ons if you don't want the cream one, but and kids can use them.
For the teens and the preteens, I've actually.
My daughter's 6 years. She uses. Our youngest customer is 4 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. And then I see you have. See, the packaging for me is amazing. And so the question I have for you is, because very early on, it seemed like you were very clear on your branding. I don't know whether you've maintained the same graphic designer, but your branding from the images, etc., has, I want to say, almost been standard. Like you've, even when you were in you had, were you the one designing?
So I wasn't the one designing, and the one designing knows what I like, so I tell them that I want it this way. And
still the same person?
No, different person now, but they still get what I want. Yeah,
they
understand what I want.
So packaging, at some stage you were, like you said, doing things by hand. What made you decide to invest and make the big push? Was it when you did the rebrand?
Yeah, it was when I did the rebrand, and also I started getting more customers. I realized that I couldn't do everything by myself. So
okay.
That's what happened.
Because your branding is very elevated. This can sit on the shelves, and see, you even have fragrances, perfumes, all that. So the question I have for you is, with all there was maybe like 3-4 years ago, I think about 5 years ago, there were lots of people who started going into the body care and making skincare products. Yeah. But as you can see, a lot of them have faded away. What do you think were the challenges, or what do you think about just sort of that move? Because things sometimes come in waves. Everybody is doing boba now. Everybody is doing matcha now.
Yeah.
I mean,
I believe that when you start a business, it has to be truly your passion, not just because you're going to make money out of it. Because honestly, this business is tiring. If it wasn't my passion, I would have quit ages ago. But even in the early days when people were not really buying and they were confused about whether to use made in Ghana or foreign brands, I still stayed firm because it was my passion, and I just truly believed it would work. So I feel like that's the difference with sustaining a business or the business just crashing like that. Because some people say that, okay, maybe there's money in shea butter, so let me go to shea butter. They have no passion for shea butter, they have no passion for skincare or anything, but they feel like, okay, I'm going to make money off this. So if it goes wrong after 6 months, they quit. Yeah.
And you've been doing, so when would you say you actually had your big break financially? Or it's just been gradual?
It's been gradual, but I'll say my big break probably came from when I was 30.
Oh.
I'm 41 now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it took about 6 years?
Yeah. 7 maybe.
7?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey.
And let me even go further into that. So it was because I didn't have any investors. So when I was 27, I started a new business called the Teiva Packaging Company.
I remember that.
Yeah, and that business blew up really quickly.
Yeah.
It made me a whole lot.
So that was, if you can just tell a bit about
I'll say
that.
that business was what pushed Teiva. The money from that business is what pushed Teiva to where it is.
So if you can just talk a little bit about what the Teiva Packaging
Teiva
business
Packaging,
was.
we make packaging. We make boxes, the paper bags. We made all those paper bags. Then we do packaging for events, weddings, funerals, everything. We make all the soap boxes here. Everything is made by us. By the Teiva Packaging for Teiva.
See, so the experience of cutting the paper came in handy. Also, are you saying that when you were making the packaging, because I thought that the Teiva Packaging was more of gifts, packaging these things as gifts for people's weddings and events?
Teiva Packaging was me just making packaging. I actually make just packaging for people without anything inside. So people come and say, I want 500 boxes. I want boxes for this.
I didn't know that. Yeah. Good to know. And it's still active?
It's still active, yeah.
Okay. Ah, okay.
Yeah, so I'm saying that I didn't have investors.
You didn't have investors, so it's the money from that
became my investor. Teiva's investor.
That's amazing.
So that was when things changed, because now I could invest in better packaging.
Yeah.
I could invest in the science-based ingredients. They are more expensive, so I needed that push to get them. I realized that people actually wanted that, especially if you have. I'm not saying natural products don't treat acne and all these things, but sometimes you just need to go deeper. Okay.
So let's go to this side of the space. This is not your first location. This is the second location.
Yeah.
With the first location, what made you decide to actually get a storefront? Because like you said, you began from doing pop-ups and from going around and talking to people and really just direct selling.
So I got a location because people were ordering a lot and I couldn't keep up with the delivery. It wasn't like now that you have Uber, Yango, you can call. It was so difficult. So that's honestly why I got a shop, because I think it's going to be easy for them to just come and buy versus me going to meet someone here. And
Okay. So guys, these are some of her items. Just amazing products, well packaged, beautiful. And I'm excited about this because this I think is also new.
This is launched, I think, just last month.
Yeah.
Our sunscreen. It's been our most highly requested product.
Sunscreen is difficult. As someone who's done formulation, it's difficult.
It is the most, like nothing can compare to sunscreen formulation. In fact, I respect everyone who has formulated a sunscreen.
Yeah.
It's taken me 5 years to formulate the sunscreen. So people have been asking for, imagine 5 years, now you're going to launch a sunscreen. It's not that I didn't want to launch it. It's not easy. I'll say wasted so much money on trial and error and all these things.
Okay.
So we finally perfected it.
When you're doing your formulations, are you someone who is a believer in because there are different ways about business. Sometimes some people can even do lotions and they can do even soap bases that they use. That's a legitimate form of business. Others start from scratch. That's also legitimate. So with your formulations, how do you go about it? Is it that you do them yourself?
Yes, I do everything from scratch. We even produce for other companies. We produce for other skincare brands, and we do a white label. So I'm not allowed to mention the names. But we do for other people in Ghana and outside Ghana.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we do everything from scratch. We actually sit with them, ask the ingredients they want in, and put everything together.
Okay. Yeah. So did you have to go and get like certification or learn?
I taught myself.
Because I
taught myself. People don't believe when I say that. I taught myself.
Yeah.
But I love to read and research a lot. So some of those my talents. I can sit and read and.
I believe that because there was in the very early days, I think some of the easier things are maybe like I said, like the body butters.
Those ones are easy.
Those ones are easy. But once you understand the principles and you have experience, you have all the ingredients. So
it's even like cooking. Once you can cook something, you can cook something more difficult because you have the experience. You just need to, once you understand the basics, everything else.
And everything is certified. So please don't sit and say that it's not certified. Please. God-given talents, God-given understanding, research, and then certified for sale, for your use. Okay. So I think we were talking about the enhanced ingredients. So these are science-based. And I'm sure everyone knows of all these K-beauty, the ordinary, all these, niacinamide, all these other scientific ingredients. And they are enhancers to a good product that begins with, hey, I need to top up. I just bought the vitamin C. The vitamin C is on the other side. Wait, who buy? So if you can just talk to me about what even pushed you to launch. I think this is one of the first ones that you launched in that range. The resurfacing.
No, it was actually this. This is my very first face cream.
Okay.
Ultra hydrating and then
Oh, you've changed the packaging.
Yeah, we changed the packaging.
Okay.
This is our first face cream several years ago, and we just upgraded as time went on.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Love their packaging. And with the science-based things, when did you begin? Because you now have AHA,
Science-based, I probably began like 7-8 years ago, just when I took the favorite packaging for the business. So the first thing I started with was actually a vitamin C serum. Okay. Because that was also the most, that was the trending product then. So I was like, I need to, and I know this is funny, but I actually had a dream about making a vitamin C serum. So
it's not funny. We just interviewed someone a couple of weeks ago who he dreamt about the exact thing that he should make.
I dreamt of a woman on, like, you know when you go to the spa, how you lie on that bed, she was lying on the bed, and this person was putting things on her face, and he was educating me that this is vitamin C serum, it helps with hyperpigmentation, brightening, blah, blah, blah. I had no idea. I wasn't using vitamin C then, I was just doing a rush and I was like, okay, let me research
That's
this.
amazing.
And it's our bestseller.
That's amazing.
We always sold out on vitamin C.
That's amazing. Yeah. Okay, so let's sit down a little bit. I'll do my shopping because I have the vitamin C. I need to top up on this. So let's sit down and talk a little bit. So I went around and I arranged and selected certain items which I want you to speak about, because this was also something you began, I think maybe 2 years ago?
Yeah, a year and a half.
2 years ago. Yeah. The names and what inspired the range.
Okay, so this range, we had a fast, I think a year and a half, November. So November we had a fast. I have a prayer group that I lead, and we went on a fast, just praying for God's will. And during the fast, I had a dream. In the dream, God just spoke. He spoke and he just said Bible skincare. So I was like, what do you mean by Bible skincare? Are you saying that put Bible verses on the products? And God said, no, use biblical ingredients to make the product. So if you look at the soaps, we take the ingredients in the Bible. So there's camel, you know that camel's all in the Bible. So camel milk, honey, and we find a verse that matches. So a land flowing with milk and honey.
Oh, beautiful.
The balm of Gilead with store cream. We use balm of Gilead, real balm of Gilead.
Wow.
Dead sea salt, miracle leaf extracts.
Okay.
So same for all the other Bible soaps. We have a hyssop soap. We have a Dead sea salt soap.
Oh, wow.
Like, we have a Queen of Sheba soap that we use turmeric, cardamom, frankincense, based on the spices she gave to Solomon.
That's amazing.
So yeah, everything is Bible inspired.
And it's unique. It's a unique perspective. It's a unique take. I think people sometimes feel as though they cannot bring their faith into what they do. And this is a testimony of the fact that, number one, there's a niche for everyone. There are people who will be attracted to that. But fundamentally, this is your source of inspiration. This is what you believe. These are your values. So there's no need to hide them or cover them when you're making products. These are your products, your creations. Well done.
I don't hide anything. Thank you.
Well done. So we want to talk a little bit more about the business of skincare. Okay. We talked about how, people who are not passionate about it just jump in. But now we are under the African Continental Free Trade Agreement. There is almost like a leveling. Someone was complaining recently that everybody is doing pop-ups. People are popping up in other countries. So the question is really, what do you feel, how do you view when there are new entrants, when new companies that are coming from outside Ghana come with a lot of money and basically just come and flood the market with their products?
Honestly, I've never been bothered about that. And I will go back into my faith. I honestly believe it's God that brings customers. So I don't care if there are 10 million skincare brands. The only problem I had recently, which I will address if you don't mind, is the whole Body Shop thing. I did a video on it. Yeah. I'm good with Body Shop. My only problem was how excited the Ghanaian officials were in supporting them. I feel like there's so many African brands, even forget skincare, African brands in general, we don't get that support. Even registering FDA alone. When I'm trying to do some FDA, it's a stress. So they stress you, they frustrate you from GRA, FDA. They make it so difficult that if you're not strong, you just quit and shut down the business. You understand? So that was where I got upset. I was like, if you gave the same energy to Ghanaian businesses, imagine how people will thrive. There are so many good businesses that can match all these international businesses, but you don't support them, you make things extra hard for them, you charge them a ridiculous duty, like just literally trying to just crush their businesses.
So our regulators need to do better because at the end of the day, she's been in business for years, almost 20 years, and there is no reason why she shouldn't get the support. And there are many others across the continent. And when we sometimes post our videos, you see the comments from other people and you realize it's an African problem where the governments and the regulators are not supporting people the way they need to. Would you say that the way they can support is by giving funding? Because sometimes people want funding, they want grants. Is that something that you think is a need?
I think giving funding, and not only giving funding, even just helping people with basic things like FDA taxes. Some people don't even know how to go about it.
The registration, the certifications.
Making the process easy and not frustrating. Like you frustrate the people that we want to do right, but sometimes it's hard to be a person of integrity in this country. The system makes it hard for you to. It's not that you don't want to.
Of course.
The depths of your heart, you want to pay your taxes, you want to have everything FDA approved, but it's so stressful that you're like.
So pricing, one of the things that I admire is that your prices have consistently been very, I would say you are a very affordable brand. I dabble in some of the skincare and formulation. I know that people put a huge markup. So something like this, someone can actually sell it for, we're in Ghana, it can be sold for $10, $20 and people buy. But you don't do that. It's quite low and it's been low to the point where I want to advise her to increase her prices. Don't be too bad.
Yeah, so even actually said a lot of our customers even saying that your products are so good, why don't you increase? So imagine my own customers telling me to increase.
Begging you.
But I keep my prices low because I love being fair. Like that's my conviction from the Holy Spirit. Like, do not overcharge just because you can.
Yeah.
You understand? So I actually intentionally keep my prices fair where I'm making good profit.
Yeah.
And you're also getting a good deal.
Okay.
Even though I know I could mark it up and make a whole lot more profit, but I'm convicted that it's wrong. So
Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. And does it also mean that because of that, I guess it has taken you a longer time to quote unquote see success?
I don't know who to say, whether to say yes or no to that. But if you could say it's taken longer, but I feel like I'm blessed in every way. Do you understand? Charging more would just to me be greed. Yeah. Because if it's the house, the car, the pool, I've still been able to get all that with my low prices. So why be greedy and double the prices just because I can?
Thank you. Pricing is always tricky, and people get passionate and believe that everything should be positioned as luxury, meaning the packaging, the look is luxury and the price is luxury. If you see her items, these are premium packaged, premium ingredients, but she doesn't price it at the extractive super luxury price, and it doesn't need to be like that. Okay, thank you. People often want to know what it's like building a business and employing, Ghanaians or working with people. They're all horror stories. They're good and bad stories. What has been your experience?
My experience has been both good and bad. I've worked with people who were amazing. Even when they left in a good way. They gave me months' notice. Okay. Perfect. And I've worked with terrible people who steal, lie. As they say, how one bad egg spoils the whole cake. Yes. Come and pollute all the other workers. Like I've had a taste of everything. Yeah. So that's been my experience.
And do you, in terms of your production, do you do the production on your own or you have a team? How do you operate?
So I do production on my own, but I do have a team with the packaging, filling, all those things. But I don't say I have OCD, but I'm very particular. So unfortunately, because of that, I can't just leave the production. No, I won't say I have trust issues too, but that's but I need to make sure everything is perfect, like it's.
For me, that's good to know because it means that everything that we see here is made with intention, is made to precision. It's not something accidental.
100%.
Okay. So young people are interested in getting into business. Are there certain aspects of the business or certain advice that you would give them if someone says, you know what, I want to be an entrepreneur, I want to get into the skincare business?
Pray, number one. Pray. I didn't pray in the beginning because I didn't know Christ, but when I started praying, things changed. So number one is pray, and you can't only pray and not do anything. So pray, do your research, do your tests, give people samples, pray and do the work. Don't pray and lie back and expect
things to happen magically.
It won't happen. Yeah, pray and put in the work, and you see things change.
Okay. Thank you for your time. It's been amazing, guys.
You're welcome.
Follow her on social media, buy the products, and she sells internationally. If you're also interested in white labeling, she can make it for you to your specification, formulate it, and get it to you. Thank you, Priscilla. This has been amazing and very inspirational. I have to say, you're one of those that I admire because, again, I remember how you began, and I've just seen you grow the brand consistently, faithfully, diligently over time. And it's a testament. It's a testament, and this can rival any of the international brands. As I said, I personally use the products, and so I can attest to the efficacy and the gentleness. And well done.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's a wrap.